Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm really excited to share all my favorite things throughout 2018. I looked back on all my favorites on my blog and YouTube channel and picked out the items that are still like standing out to me now, and these are probably going to be favorites again throughout 2019. Everything that I mentioned in today's video will be linked down in the description box below, and I would love for you to leave me a comment letting me know your favorite things from 2018 so I can check those out as well. A portion of this video is sponsored by Home Chef, and I'm so glad to be partnering with them in today's video to share my experience with Home Chef. More on that when I get to my lifestyle favorites, but first let's jump into the fashion favorites. This Wubby from Thread and Supply was something I wore as soon as I got it in the middle of July during the Nordstrom anniversary sale. I started wearing it around the house, and then as it cooled down, I just wore it more and more. I just have lived in this since I got it in July. It's so warm and comfortable. The inside is like a t-shirt material, so honestly, this is something that I just throw on without any layers underneath. And I know these are, like, you can find these everywhere. You don't have to get, like, this brand, but I'm pretty sure this is on sale if it's still in stock. And if you have not got one of these yet, you are truly missing out because it's just the coziest thing, and it's so much more comfortable than just wearing a hoodie or something. These are definitely a must-have. My most worn pair of jeans are definitely these Rockstar jeggings from Old Navy. I talked about these, I'm pretty sure, in every single try-on haul on my channel, and I just love how comfortable they are. You just slide them on like leggings. They come up really high to kind of keep everything secure, which is really nice. I recommend sizing down in these because I really like how they suck you in, and if you size down, they won't stretch out. I did buy a pair in my normal size 6, and they stretched out pretty bad. Not my favorite. They're really comfortable though, so if you're looking for like a casual jean that you just want to be super comfortable in, maybe get your normal size. But I personally love this pair the most, and this is the pair I sized down in, and I think that's honestly why. So definitely check these out if you haven't yet. I get asked a lot what my favorite work flat is, and it's by far this Tory Burch Mini. These are, like, I'm convinced, the most comfortable work flat. These flats are 100% worth the investment because they are so comfortable. The leather is like buttery soft. It does stretch out a little bit. Like, this isn't as wide as it normally comes, but over time it does stretch out. I would still recommend getting your normal size, and if you're between sizes, size down. I often get blisters around my heel, and from day one I didn't have any issues with this pair of shoes. The heel is so soft, it does not like snag. Like, the Revas are really uncomfortable to me. I cannot wear my Revas. I think I sold all of mine at this point on Poshmark. I know I also get asked about teaks. I do have a pair of teaks. They're just not as comfortable as these by far. I don't love the leather sole of teaks because it does stain, and that just kind of grosses me out. They're not a bad shoe or anything. Like, they're comfortable, but they're nowhere near as comfortable as these. I don't wear heels often, but these are so comfortable that I actually wore them way more than I've ever worn heels before. Like, I would wear these with shorts even, and I typically don't unless they're like wedges. If these are still available, I highly recommend them. I actually typically size down to a 7.5 at Target in their shoes. I'm normally probably an 8 in most brands, but these are 7.5s and they fit me perfectly. Those are all my fashion favorites that I used the majority of 2018. Now we have a lot to share when it comes to beauty, because a lot of beauty things, I just stick to it if I love it. So here are all the beauty favorites from 2018. This is my favorite self tanner from 2018, mostly because it's only $12.99 at Ulta, and I think it gives you such a great natural color. It's so similar to Saint Tropez, but honestly, Saint Tropez washes off on me like as soon as I take a shower. My tan feels gone, but this one actually stays on my skin a lot better. They have the same type of olivey green undertone, and they're really natural. I use the dark shades always because I find that medium shades in general just have like a weird yellow undertone, and I just don't love the color as much, with the only exception being Loving Tan. That tanner is so dark. The medium definitely is like darker than most darks and other formulas. So I do use medium in Loving Tan, but I haven't even been using that very much because this one is so affordable that I can't help but just be repurchasing this one. This product was mentioned in my winter skincare routine, and I was so sad to use it up, but this lasted so long. I'm pretty sure I used it from January until maybe October at least, like it lasted that long, because you don't need a ton. But this is the Colleen Rothschild Cleansing Balm. This product just feels so luxurious on the skin. It gently removes all your makeup, and then you kind of get a little exfoliation when you use the cloth that comes with it to remove everything. And I really loved doing that step before washing my face, because I could see with the white cloth if I had got all my makeup off or not. But it also just leaves your skin feeling so hydrated and glowing. It's just really nice and luxurious. I was so sad to use it up because it is expensive, but I'm definitely going to repurchase this one. I know there's also one from Elemis that I may try. We'll see. It depends on who has a better coupon at the time that I'm ready to order it. I had to mention this product because this has made such a big difference with my acne. This is the Paula's Choice Skin Perfecting BHA Liquid, and this has salicylic acid in it, which is like the holy grail if you have acne issues. This has been, like, it's almost empty. I'll probably repurchase really soon, but if you have acne, definitely give this a try. I actually don't put this all over my skin. I just focus it here where all my breakouts are, and it's made a really big difference of drying them out, but also getting rid of that leftover like redness that even though it's not like a pimple, it still looks like acne all over my jawline. And this has been helping with lightening that. I know it's weird to include a deodorant, but I'm pretty sure I also included this in my 2017 favorites and probably my 2016 favorites. I've used this for years. I've tried to go natural and tried different deodorants, and I always go back to this one. It is really bougie and expensive, but it lasts forever. I only buy like one, maybe two a year. Actually, I think just one a year. But this just smells so good. When I started using it, Tim would always compliment it how good I smelled. And so that's kind of why I was like, okay, I need to just use this. But the reason I justify it is because I don't wear fragrance or perfumes really. And this is like my perfume. So when you think about it that way, it's a lot more affordable than buying perfume. This sunscreen has been a favorite throughout the year. I finally found one that works for my skin that I actually want to reach for every single morning to protect my skin, because it is fragrance free, oil free, it's not greasy. It actually leaves a matte finish once it sets, which I love. It's really lightweight, which is why I actually love and use it. I am so excited I finally got a new one of these for Christmas. Tim gifted this to me, and this has been my favorite bronzer for a couple years, and it took a long time for me to figure out how to make it work for my skin, because it can get a little orangey if you're too heavy with it, at least on my skin tone. But I use a fluffy Real Techniques brush. I will link it down below as well. I don't have it here to share with you guys. And I just love how naturally this warms up my skin tone. And I think it's interesting because it's a cream product, which normally is not my favorite, just because I don't like to be like super oily and shiny and all of that. But it just makes it so much more natural because it doesn't just like sit on top of your skin. It really soaks in, which is why I love it. And I don't use this to contour. Overall, my favorite bronzer this year has definitely been this one. This was actually mentioned in my last favorites, I believe, but this brand has just blown me away because it is non-toxic, completely paraben-free, no fragrance, none of the bad stuff is in this. And if that is important to you, I definitely think you should check out this brand in general. I use their shampoo and conditioner. I have their dry shampoo. I haven't fallen in love with that product just yet because I really love like the volume that I get from spray aerosol type dry shampoos, but I'm going to give it another try. But this product in general really stands out because it gives me so much volume in my hair, and I normally hate hair products, but this one works so well, and it actually like lifts my roots that I had to mention it again here in this 2018 favorites. Definitely go and check out my last favorites video because I showed you guys the ridiculous volume that I get in that video. It honestly still blows me away because I never have ever had that much volume in my hair. It's always so fine. So that's why I just love that product. Moving into lifestyle favorites, this is becoming one of my favorite things to share and talk about because I feel like the items in this category are things that really make and add so much value to my everyday life. This portion of the video is sponsored by Home Chef, and I'm excited to kind of break down my thoughts and experience with home meal delivery services and Home Chef in general. So in 2018, Tim and I finally decided to try home meal delivery services. It just got to the point where we were wasting so much money with like Uber Eats and Grubhub, or we were just eating the exact same thing every single night. I don't have much of a cooking background. I don't want to spend hours looking for recipes on Pinterest and then going to the store and then wasting all of the food because it's just two of us, you know? I just got to the point where I was like, let's just try these home meal delivery services out. I kind of wrote them off in the beginning because I assumed because of the convenience that it would be really overpriced, but once I actually started looking into it, I was like, this is a no-brainer for us. If for whatever reason you have no idea what I'm talking about when I say home meal delivery service like Home Chef, it's basically a service that you go on and select meals from, and they send you all of the ingredients that you need to make it and the recipes on how to make it, all in a box delivered to your door. Skip the grocery store. You don't waste any product because you have exactly what you need in the box, and you also just get recipe and like inspiration for future meals as well, because we save all of these meals conveniently in the binder that they actually include for you guys. So in 2018, we did use both HelloFresh and Home Chef. So I'm just going to kind of highlight the big reasons why we prefer and use Home Chef currently. It's Tim's personal favorite just because the steps and cooking process is just a lot more simple. They tend to just be meals like that you would make at home naturally, if that makes any sense. So a lot of the HelloFresh recipes required a ton of chopping. A lot of them had like homemade sauces and toppings. He just hated that process because it was the most time consuming part of cooking, but it was the least appreciated every time we went to eat. And those are my husband's words, not mine. That's why he loves Home Chef more, just because the meals are a little more simple to put together. They still taste delicious. The biggest difference between Home Chef and HelloFresh is the fact that you don't have to select a plan with Home Chef. You can go on there and just add what you want, and then you pay based on that. Or if you want to add lunches, which is another one of my favorite things, they actually have like really affordable, I think they're like $7 or $8 lunch add-ons, and they never require cooking or anything. You just throw them together. Whereas with HelloFresh, you have to pick based on your plan. So whether it's twice a week or 3 times a week. So here's an example of one of the meals that we cooked, and this was really simple but actually really good. I think this would be great to recreate for lunch. But this only has 4 steps. Super simple. If you guys are interested in trying Home Chef, I do have a coupon code for $30 off your first delivery. The code is AmandaJohn30, and I will leave that in the description box below, as well as a link for you guys to sign up. I highly recommend that you check it out. It has made our life so much easier, and we've just really enjoyed it throughout 2018. So I mentioned blue light reflecting lenses in a favorites video, I think in the summertime. They're like $10 or something, and they're pink. Super cute. I don't really suffer from headaches or that type of thing from being in front of computers and all of that, but I know some people do. But I still notice a huge difference when I do wear these and I'm always in front of that computer screen. And who knows how that blue light is going to affect our eyes later on. So if you have not tried blue light reflecting lenses, I think they're definitely worth it, especially if you just want to try a cheap pair like this for $10, or if you want to invest in a really good pair. It's up to you. But I will leave 2 or 3 different options down in the description box for you to check out, just in case pink is not your thing. So I never thought that I would be so passionate about an iPhone stand. I honestly thought they were silly when I first started to see them, but I love this thing. I take it around the house with me. I feel so much more productive when I have my phone sitting on this, because I can have stories going and I can still be working, whereas I'm not getting super distracted with my phone in my hand, because then you just end up like watching it and then you're scrolling or whatever. So I feel like I'm more productive ever since buying this. And I can do Instagram stories hands-free, and it has like a nice little stand for my phone. I also put this next to like my bathtub when I'm taking a bath and I want to watch stories or watch YouTube or whatever it is. So it definitely is worth it. I think these are $10 those are all my favorite things from 2018. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to leave me a comment down below letting me know your favorite things from 2018, and if you are new to my channel, I would love for you to consider subscribing. Before I sign off on this video, I wanted to give you guys a personal thank you for all the love and support that you've shown me throughout 2018. I was looking back through my monthly favorites on my blog to make sure there wasn't anything I was forgetting, and in my April favorites, my biggest favorite of the month was hitting 1,000 subscribers, and that honestly blows my mind how much growth my channel has had this year. It has truly been such a big blessing, and you guys are 100% my favorite of 2018. I love you guys so much. And it's funny because like I've watched YouTube for years and years, and I always thought it was so weird that people would always constantly thank their subscribers, but now I definitely get it because I'm just so thankful for all the connections and support that you guys have shown me. It's truly the reason that I keep making videos and that I've enjoyed it so much. So thank you guys so much for all your support, and I'm really looking forward to what 2019 can bring my channel, but also you guys, and just making more connections, and I'm looking forward to seeing what 2019 will bring. Alright, that is it for today's video. I know this was probably quite long, so let me know if you made it to the end down in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and another thanks to Home Chef for sponsoring a portion of today's video, and I will see you guys in my next video.